everyone, and welcome back to another reading vlog. So this reading vlog is only going to be a weekend reading vlog. I just wanted to see how many books I could read in this weekend. My weekend anyway, which is Sunday and Monday. But I decided this one's going to be a themed reading vlog. I want it to be Sapphic romances. I am absolutely devouring Sapphic romances and in general, and I'm loving them, and there are two that I'm really excited for. One is a new release and one came out at the end of 2020, so I'm very excited for both of them, so I wanted to read those this weekend. These are not actually a part of my February TBR. I'm going to just try to fit them in while I am reading the other books in my actual TBR, but yeah, let's get into the ones that I'm going to be talking about in this reading vlog. The first one is going to be Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. This is a new release. I actually got the book of the month version, but I also have an audiobook of it, so I'm going to try to listen to it on audiobook while I'm going to, driving to and from my other job, and then maybe while I'm doing chores and stuff around the house. It shouldn't take too long to read, seeing as the actual book itself is 293 pages long, so it's less than 300 pages, so the audiobook version should not take me very long, especially because I listen to audiobooks on 2 times speed, sometimes 2.5 times speed if I can really focus on it, so it shouldn't take me too long to read. I'm very excited for it. I know that this one is about a young woman who pretty much gets straight A's and decides she wants to celebrate her life and her academic career and goes to Las Vegas, and while there she gets super drunk and ends up marrying another woman named Yuki who she knows nothing about. So she decides to go to New York for the summer to get to know her new wife and ends up falling in love with her. So I'm very excited to get into this. It sounds so cute and so fun, so I'm very excited to read this one. And then the other one I want to try to get to is Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. This one I don't know too much about. I actually had gotten an arc of it back in November when it was about to come out, and I just couldn't get to it, unfortunately, but I'm going to try to remedy that now. I don't know anything about it besides the fact that has the fake dating trope in it, but obviously it's 2 women, and I'm very excited for that. So let's get into this reading vlog. Hey guys, so it is the next day now, and I wanted to do a little bit of an update. I am at my other job, and it was definitely a no makeup day. Couldn't really do it, but I wanted to update you all on my reading progress for the 2 Sapphic romances that I'm reading. So I started listening to the audiobook of Honey Girl, and I am absolutely loving it. I am about 30% of the way through, and I just love the narrator. The reader herself, the one who is narrating the audiobook, is really good, but the way that the voice flows throughout the novel is just so beautiful. I love getting to know Grace's character as well as Yuki, but right now we're kind of at the point where Grace and Yuki are just basically talking over the phone and kind of getting to know each other a little bit more. And we also get to know a little bit more of Grace's background because it's more so from her perspective. So we're getting to know about her father, her mother, and the friends in her lives, and it's just really good. I love the writing style. It is beautifully written, and I cannot wait to read more of this, or rather listen to it, because I am really enjoying the audiobook. I can't wait to see what happens when Grace actually goes to New York City to see Yuki. And another thing with Yuki, she is a kind of like a radio talk show host type thing, and she talks a lot about mythology, and it's just beautiful. I'm saying that a lot, but it is really well done. I am so enjoying it right now. But also, the other one that I did start reading as well is Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. So this one, I am about 40 pages into it, and this one's also something that I'm really, really enjoying. We have our two main characters, Darcy and Elle. I will say that it feels a little bit weird to read a book with a character named Darcy because that is my mom's name. So a romance with a character named Darcy is a little strange to me. But we'll see how it goes. I might have to just skip over her name. But yeah, it follows Darcy and Elle. We have learned that Darcy has had many like failed relationships, and her brother is very involved in her dating life to the point of like trying to set her up with people. And then we have Elle, who is really into astrology, which is actually kind of funny because in the other book, Honey Girl, the main character, Grace, just got a PhD and is a doctor in astronomy. And then we have Elle in this one, who is really into astrology and works at Darcy's brother's company kind of thing. So that's how her brother knows it. And so basically the brother sets up this blind date between Darcy and Elle, and it goes horribly wrong. Everything you can imagine to go wrong does. And so we are kind of at the point now where Darcy is telling her brother Brendan about the date, but then to get him off her back because he keeps trying to set her up with more blind dates, she ends up saying that the date actually went really well. So I believe there's going to be that fake dating trope showing up very, very soon. So I'm excited to get into that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying both of these so far, and I can't wait to read more of them. Hey everyone, so I wanted to update you all real quick. I am currently waiting for Call of Duty to finish installing, but I wanted to update you all on my reading so far. So I have about an hour left on the Honey Girl audiobook, so I think that's like almost like 80% of the way through. I'm listening to it at like 2 times speed, so I should be able to finish it pretty quickly, but I am absolutely loving it. I think it's going to be my second 5-star read of the year. It's so raw and emotional and beautiful and like perfect for like my age group. I'm 26 right now, and the main character in this is 28, and she's kind of going through like almost like a quarter life crisis type thing. She had just finished her like doctorate and got a PhD and all that, and it's taken her like 11 years to get to the point where she wants to be, and she's kind of having like a crisis moment of like not being able to find a job, but also kind of wondering if this is really what she wants to be doing. And so she goes to New York City to spend time with her new wife, who she married in Vegas, like on a whim. Obviously they got drunk and got married, but she goes to New York City for the summer and spends time there and is kind of healing, and I just think it's really beautiful and really well done, and I am so enjoying it. I feel so seen in a way because I'm also kind of like still going through crisis mode almost with this, and I'm just loving it so far. I cannot wait to see how it goes and how it ends. It's just so beautiful. Like, everybody needs to read this book. I swear, everybody will find something in this, whether it be you in this situation or if you not in the situation of being like married, but like in the kind of quarter life crisis range. But it's just so beautiful. There's something for everybody in this one. So raw, emotional, just gorgeously written. I'm really enjoying it. Hello everyone, so I am here today to finish off this reading vlog. So I wanted to read 2 Sapphic romances for this week, and I did that. So I'm going to like update you all. I know I updated you already on my reading of Honey Girl here, but I did also finish Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. So this is a more of an actual like romance novel. It follows two women, Elle and Darcy, and their fake relationship that inevitably blossoms into a real relationship. So this is a fun read. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the representation that was in there. So not only is it a sapphic romance, but Elle herself is bisexual and she has a best friend, Margot, who is pansexual. So that was pretty cool to see in this novel, but I really enjoyed it. I loved the romance that came up between Elle and Darcy, and the sex scenes in this is actually pretty good. They're really steamy, although I will say, and I think I already mentioned this, it was a little bit weird reading a sex scene with the character named Darcy because that's my mom's name, so I kind of had to skip over her name in order to read this without feeling very creeped out. Not because it was a female relationship, but I don't want to think about my mom having sex. That's just weird to me. So that was a little bit strange, but I still really enjoyed this. I loved that I kind of read these 2 books back to back because in this one, Elle is really into astrology. She ends up joining a company that creates this app. Basically, I think it's like One True Pair or something like that, and it's about finding your true love, and she is the astrology side of things, so you know, finding the right sign of yours, you know, pairing with each other kind of thing, and reading your birth chart and all that kind of stuff. And so is her friend Margot, so they're in on it together. But she also is really into astronomy, and that is what our character in here, Grace, was into. She got a PhD, I believe, in astronomy. So it's kind of like cool that I read these like back to back because they have similar themes going on in it. But overall, I really enjoyed both of these. I think my favorite of the 2 was Honey Girl. This one I just connected to more because of the overall message of it and because the characters were closer to my age, although these characters are also late 20s, but these characters, it just made me feel seen in a way of, you know, not being able to find a job right out of college, or, you know, feeling like you're not good enough and things like that, but also realizing that you don't have to have everything figured out. 26, I'm 26, that is still a young age, and you can still figure things out later on. So I really enjoyed that message, and I just connected to this one a bit more, and I felt like the writing style was more like lyrical, and I tend to like those a bit more. However, this one I would say is not necessarily a romance. It does, of course, have the romance side between Yuki and Grace, and there are some sex scenes in this, but I would definitely really not classify it as a romance. I think it would be more classified as that, but romance being the side of it. So if you are looking for a full-on romance novel, you're not going to get that with this book, but still definitely read it no matter what, because it was phenomenal. But this one, on the other hand, I did also enjoy. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, so it's definitely one that you should also pick up. It has a lot of representation. Actually, both of these do. The side characters were just amazing in both of these. I feel like this one could have fleshed things out a bit more, which is why I lowered the rating a bit, but I still really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. So I'm glad that this reading vlog ended up going really nicely, because both of these books were phenomenal, and I think they're perfect for anybody who's looking to get into some sapphic romances, because they were just like perfection. Okay, so there you have it, everyone. That was my reading vlog for this week. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please comment down below and let me know if you've read any of these books. I know that Written in the Stars is already out, and I believe Honey Girl is coming out at the end of this month, February. I think it actually might be coming out on Tuesday. I don't know for a fact, but if you have read it with an early copy or the book of the month copy, let me know, because it was so good and more people need to read it. But yeah, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Please like this video and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!